All right, everybody, the weather's getting nice in Oklahoma again, so we're back out filming podcasts for you people to see what we're doing inside the restaurant here at Ludivine. Today, we are at Elemental at their roasting facility. They're about to open a new store in April, right next door to Ludivine in Midtown. We're super excited to have them as a neighbor, to have more friends nearby. And we're gonna institute kind of a new coffee program at Ludivine, where Elemental and the roasters here and our friends will have a coffee picked out specifically by them, roasted by them, to have the same notes of the season and the food within that season. So we're gonna go in, hang out with Micah, see how this is done, and then later on we'll take you to the new shop's gonna be. So let's go on in.
For every one coffee that we have in our stock and that we're using, we probably sample up to 90 coffees, and we cup them with at the standard SCAA cupping score, and we judge things such as, you know, the body of the coffee and the sweetness and the acidity and the aftertaste and things like that to judge whether it would be, you know, a coffee that we can get excited about.
So it's all based on your guys' palate.
Right.
You guys think it's good about.
Right.
I'll do the Vanna White for you.
So this is a standard SCAA cupping sheet, and so every one of these you're going to score from every one of these sections, whether it's, you know, the aroma, flavor, aftertaste, acidity. You're going to score them on a 1 to 10 scale. And then you'll take those scores and then average them. There's 10 different categories. You'll average them, you'll come up with a 100-point scale.
Fruit Loop.
No, but seriously. So it tasted like, I cupped it and I was like,
Fruit Loop.
It tastes like a Fruit Loop. I might say Fruit Loops and Chris might say strawberries and then Steve might say, you know, blackberries. And then we'll kind of talk about a mill and, you know, see who's right and kind of taste them again until we kind of come up with something that we all, like some type of consensus. The world of coffee is super dynamic, you know, some of it's experience, some of it's luck, and some of it's altitude and soil, and everything goes into it.
So this bag says like organic on it. You guys try to stick to organic, free trade as much as possible. Only
we buy all of our coffee based on the cup, you know.
Sure.
And so if it cups well, we buy it, you know, whether it's fair trade, whether it's organic, whether it's, you know, direct trade. To us, the most sustainable model is quality. So this is another coffee we got from Viramax, and they basically set us up with the farmer. And so we brought this guy named Elkin's entire prime crop from Colombia for this season. So it was 4 boxes like this. This is all we have left of it. You know, it was 140 kilos of coffee, and that was everything he had. A lot of these smaller farmers that are bringing their coffee into the co-ops are organically farming their coffee because they're in the sticks of, you know, wherever, Ethiopia or Colombia.
Yeah.
And they are not going to get
option.
Yeah, so I was like, all they have is the manure from their cows and their, you know, and their donkeys.
So now we know who you farm with, how you start the process. Do you want to show us from here to a cup of coffee?
So we roast everything to order, so we're keeping all the coffee fresh. This is our ProBat L12 roaster. It's a 12-kilo roaster, which that basically means we can roast anywhere from 5 pounds to, you know, 26, 27 pounds. Let me go ahead and warm it up. We can do it back. So this coffee this is actually the one I was talking, the micro lot coffee that we bought from Colombia. So you mark certain points in the roast. You mark when it turns, so basically when it stops going down and it starts to go back up. You mark it when it gets to 300. You mark it at first crack, which is the beans are actually cracking. So all these wires, all it does, these are just probes that are monitoring the temperatures. Okay. So we know how the machine's responding. The only thing we're really changing as we're going is how much gas we're giving it. Okay. You know? So now it's kind of starting to like be ready. Yeah. And then, so we're about to go into first crack. So a lot of times if we take it slower through first crack, it'll like sweeten up the coffee a lot. So basically I open this valve and it opens up a fan that basically puts more air through the cooling tray. Because when the coffee comes out, it's still cooking. Right. So and then when it gets out here, we're looking for, here's what I just saw. So we're looking for Quakers. So these beans, the moisture density is different than the coffee bean, and so they don't cook. So you're looking for those because they taste bad. And you're looking for rocks too. You want them to look nice and round. You want them to be kind of a little bit puffy. You know, see how it's like puffy around the edges.
Alright, we're out, brother.
Good one, man.
Looking forward to having you as a neighbor. All right, so we're gonna show you where Elemental's new shop's gonna be. It's very close to Ludivine, so if you know where we are, we're gonna show you how to get there. So first step, you're now at the front of Ludivine. You're gonna go say hi to Kyle. Then we're gonna show you how to get there. What's really cool about this is we really believe that Midtown is gonna be the place for people in Oklahoma City that want culture, that want what is Oklahomans doing Oklahoma things to go. So it's really cool to have people that are like-minded as us right next door. And of course we support them and use their product. So it's taken us a good like 10, 12 seconds. For right now, this is the alley. They're serving out of this door, 7 to 9 a.m. during the week. And this is the new Elemental shop, 815 North Hudson. They're gonna be cupping soon.